Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me for my week 3 update on the chicks. It's the end of week 3 and I'm going to be talking to you about coccidiosis. This is something that you need to know about if you have chicks. Coccidiosis is an intestinal disease that is caused by a parasitic organism that attaches to the intestinal lining of the chick. So what does that mean? That means that it damages the intestinal lining of the chick and prevents them from being able to uptake nutrients. So this can cause issues for them where they'll start growing slower, they'll start losing interest in food and water, and they may eventually die. So if you see coccidiosis symptoms, you need to treat it right away. One of the main symptoms that you'll see with chicks with coccidiosis is blood in the stool. So if you notice any bloody poops around your brooder, you want to monitor your chickens closely. So you want to watch them and you want to see if they're losing interest in food and water, if they're showing signs of being more tired or maybe huddling together for warmth or staying under the brooder longer. You want to monitor those things because that could be a sign that they have coccidiosis. Now, the only way you'll truly be able to identify that they do have coccidiosis is to take a stool sample to your local vet. But unfortunately, coccidiosis can act quickly. So your chick might be alive and well and happy one day and then the next day very ill or even dead. So you need to act quickly if you notice any weird symptoms. Coccidiosis is treatable with something called Aprolium. So if you notice that your chicks are having symptoms of coccidiosis, you might want to head to your local feed store or Tractor Supply Co. and get what's called Corid. So that's the brand name for it. There's probably other versions of it out there. Corid is relatively expensive, so I don't know that you would want to just keep it on hand. But if you notice symptoms, get it right away and follow the instructions on the package to treat the chicks. There are several things that you can do to prevent coccidiosis in your chicks. The main thing that you want to do is make sure that your brooder is cleaned daily. Now, you really want to focus around the areas around the feeder and the waterer. This parasite doesn't always become infectious, but will become infectious if the right environment and conditions exist. The environment that this parasite likes is wet and humid. So if you prevent that from being inside the brooder, then you can help prevent coccidiosis for your chicks. The second thing that you can do to prevent coccidiosis is to slowly introduce your chicks to the native soil. You want to do this at a young age so that they build up immunity while they are growing and young. One way you can do this is by pulling some weeds from your yard and just leaving some of the soil on the weed itself. For the past couple of days, we've been putting dandelions in the chicks brooder, and we have been increasing the amount of soil that's on the dandelions that we pull out of the ground so that eventually we can put in a dust bath for them so that they can dust bathe and keep themselves clean. So here's the dandelion that I'm going to be putting in right now. So you can see there's a decent amount of soil, but not too much. And I'll just put it in here. At first, they're kind of scared of it. So right now they're not running away, but they've seen that for several days now. And then the next thing that you need to make sure you have is you need to make sure that you have grit on hand. So they're gonna knock this over. They do it every time, but you just want to make sure that they have it in there. There will be some rocks in the soil, but there might not be enough, so I always just make sure that they have some grit there as well. The last thing I want to share with you is something that we saw in our chicks starting last Sunday. Now, what I noticed was that all of the chicks were sneezing. So I came down here and one would start sneezing, and then the next day 2 were sneezing, then the next day 3 were sneezing. And so, of course, I go straight to Dr. Google and I say, chicks sneezing, what could be the cause? And it could have been a number of different respiratory diseases or symptoms But what it came down to was that we just continued to observe them over the next couple of days. None of the chicks had symptoms of being lethargic or not eating or not drinking. And so what we did is we decided to put the electrolytes back in their water, and we started doing that again daily. And then we also called up a local vet, and the vet was nice enough to say, you know, why don't you take a picture of your setup? Why don't you take some videos of the chicks and send it to us?
There you go. You sneezed. Whoa!
So when we sent her a picture of our setup, she basically said that she doesn't think that they're getting enough ventilation. So what we ended up doing was we put this little fan here on the top of the brooder. And the next change that we made is that we changed from using the tiny pine shavings that we originally bought, and we bought some bigger pine shavings that weren't as dusty. Now, the one thing I did notice about the pine shavings was that the bigger pine shavings have a stronger scent, but they're definitely not as dusty. And one of the other things that we noticed was that the chicks were always sneezing around feeding time. So if I were to come down here and just observe them for a little bit and they were maybe under the brooder, I wouldn't hear any sneezing. But as soon as I would feed them, they would all be running around like crazy, flapping their wings, getting all excited. And I think they were kicking up the dust, and that was what was causing them to sneeze. So ever since we made some small changes, they've been much happier, and I haven't heard any sneezing. Thanks so much for joining me for my week 3 update with the chicks. Next week, I'm going to be talking about the costs associated with my chicks and the brooder setup, so make sure you tune in for that. Also, please like and subscribe this video if you found it helpful so that other people can find it as well. Thanks!